first time Ryan saw Jeon Jungkook, he was stepping out of a black luxury car like the world belonged to him. Rain poured heavily that evening. A small crowd had gathered on the roadside. A middle-aged woman lay on the ground, injured, trembling, bleeding from her forehead, and Jungkook, he removed his sunglasses slowly. Jungkook, why are people crowding my car? He muttered coldly. Ryan, you hit her, she said firmly. Ryan, who had been passing by, froze in disbelief. Jungkook's eyes slid towards her, bored and unimpressed. Jungkook. And he replied a single word ignited something fierce inside her. While she could have died, she gritted her teeth. Jungkook, she didn't so move. He shrugged casually. The injured woman weakly tried to speak, asking him to at least help her up, but Jungkook scoffed. Jungkook, how much do you want? He spoke arrogantly, but both women went silent. He pulled out his wallet lazily. Jungkook, people like you always jump in front of rich cars. Easy money, right? Wine stepped forward instantly, her eyes blazing with fury. Wine, apologize. She spoke firmly. He looked at her properly for the first time, scanning her from head to toe. Jungkook, and you are? He asked, annoyed. Wine, someone who isn't scared of you, she said firmly. Jungkook. Attention seekers come in pairs now. A dangerous smile appeared on his lip. The woman began crying in humiliation. That was the moment Ryan made her decision. She called the police. The case went public. Media headlines, court summons, corporate presses. Jungkook had never been reported before, never challenged, never embarrassed, even and all because of one stubborn girl. In court, he watched her testify. She was calm, fearless. And that day, revenge was born. A few weeks later, when Wine joined Han Enterprises as a contractual employee, she didn't know it had been acquired recently by Jeon Jungkook. That day, she saw him enter as a CEO. Her stomach dropped. His mug confirmed everything. He remembered her, and he hadn't forgotten the slap to his ego. From that day, insults began: work pressure, public humiliation, targets assignments, and eventually the forced marriage proposal through family pressure. desperation begins. The next morning, he did something he never thought he would do. He went to his father's study. No confidentially, no arrogantly, but hesitantly, like a child about to admit a mistake. His father looked up, surprised. Mr. Chen, you are here this early? He asked strictly. Jungkook didn't sit immediately. His voice came lower than usual. Jungkook, Dad, I need your help. He spoke desperately. That alone was shocking because Jungkook never asked for help. He only gave orders. His grandmother sitting nearby watched closely. Mr. Chen, what is it? Jungkook. A long silence followed. His pride was fighting his desperation and desperation won. Jungkook, please go to her house and bring her back. He spoke slowly, almost hesitantly. His father's expression hardened. Mr. Chen, no. The answer was immediate, firm, and a positive. Jungkook blinked, stunned. Jungkook, no. He spoke in disbelief. Grandmother, we won't interfere. His grandmother spoke this time, gentle but resolute. His frustration sparked briefly. Jungkook, she's my wife. He shouted. His eyes were red. His father stood up slowly. Mr. Chen, and you forgot that when you treated her like property. He spoke coldly. That the words hit harder than any slap. Grandmother, she cried in this house, Jungkook. God knows how many nights, and we didn't even know. His grandmother sighed, and her eyes getting teary. His breathing grew uneven. Jungkook, you are taking her side? He looked at them. Mr. Chen, we are taking what's right side. His father replied. That's when it happened. The last pillar holding his ego up broke. His shoulder dropped. His voice cracked. Jungkook, I'll lose her. His voice cracked, and there was no anger, no pride, just fear, raw, naked fear. He walked forward unsteadily and held the table for support. Jungkook, I know I was hers. I know I was wrong, but she can't leave me like this. His grandmother's eyes softened, seeing him like that for the first time, but she didn't move because this was a lesson he had to face fully. And then he whispered the sentence that shattered the room. Jungkook, she's the love of my life. He cried openly now. Silence followed because Jungkook had never admitted loving anyone out loud before. His knees gave out. He sank to the floor, but not dramatically, but just defeated, his hands covering his face as his voice broke completely. Jungkook, I didn't know how to love her. I thought keeping her close meant loving her. Jungkook, I didn't realize I was suffocating her. His shoulders shook, a tear slipped through his fingers, realization but too late. His father looked away, jaw tight. His grandmother wiped her own tears silently because regret spoken late is always the heaviest. Jungkook looked up, finally eyes red. Jungkook, I lost her, didn't I? His voice full of pain. No one answered. They didn't need to. He already knew. He laughed weakly through tears. Jungkook, I fought everyone to keep her, but I lost her to my own ego. That sentence was the most honest thing he had ever said. He stayed on the floor long after the conversation ended. No one forced him up because this breakdown was necessary. It was the death of the arrogant Jungkook and the birth of the man who finally understood love only after losing it. The end.